Well, good day. I am Jamie Johnson, and I'm here to give my framing questions in the community for week 5. And basically, the framing questions for this week is: if you were to divide your spiritual life into a series of chapters, what would the chapter titles be? I will first start off by saying I believe my first chapter would obviously be entitled The Unexpected Son. The Unexpected Son, because my parents got married in the early 70s, I think 71. They had my brother in 75, and then they decided to have another child 7 years later in 82. So I believe I was just, that unexpected child that just came on the scene. One that was very opinionated, as I still am today. So, chapter 1 is The Unexpected Son. Chapter 2 is The Gift and the Gifted. The reason why I entitled this chapter that is because when I was born, as everyone, my brother and everyone, we're all born with different gifts and talents. And one of the things that I had to learn with the giftings that God had blessed me with was how to maintain, how to manage those gifts, even as a child. My primary gift was has been the gift of prophecy, so that was a gift that I've always had to understand over the years and not allow the gift to control me, but you control the gift. Chapter 3, which is probably the most expanded part of my life, is the journey, and this is the part where I have growing up as a preacher's kid, growing up in the church, and not having um, real experiences because I was sheltered a lot with my mom. I wanted to experience everything that I didn't get a chance to experience. And so from high school, I would sneak and do things to college when I was out on my own, just doing what I wanted to do. So the journey, that part of my life, or that chapter of my life, chapter 3, I believe kind of signifies God allowing me to explore, to do, but Him having a short leash on me to pull me in when I needed it. Um, which leads us to chapter 4. Chapter 4 is what I entitled The Focus. This part of my life was during the period my mom took ill with breast cancer. And before she passed, she asked me to take over to be the senior pastor of the church. And I was like, no, because I got one foot in the church and one foot out of the church. So this was a period that I believe God used to kind of recenter me, refocus, to for me to regain my focus on what I needed to be doing in life. 5 years after that, I lost my brother. And so I was a little bit bitter about God and some of the decisions that He made. But it helped me to focus during that time. Chapter 5 is what I call the New Genesis, which I will believe probably happened a couple of years ago. And this New Genesis is the period where God was kind of, showing me His grace and His mercy upon my life. Although I pastor a church that my parents started, one of my the other church that I pastor is a traditional Baptist church, and so that experience has allowed me to grow and to redevelop and recenter, be refreshed. Which brings us to my current chapter, which I believe is chapter 6. And chapter 6 is evolve. I'm learning to evolve into being who God has called me to be. I'm learning to evolve into and adjust to various things. So that is my life. I believe, in 6 chapters, roughly. Probably could have been 5. And then the second question says, as you think about those different chapters, how has your relationship with God changed over time? And I believe my relationship with God has changed over time. Where I am now, it has deepened my walk with Christ. It has increased my knowledge. It has made me a better man and a better person. So, God bless you.